Hi, we got 2 tracks left on the RM Mono playlist, and the audio, of course, is going to be altered because that's how I roll in the YouTube system. If you want to hear it, the original music tracks, and get access to, I don't know, whatever else I build over there, polls and fast track your requests and stuff, $2 at Patreon is cheap. Link it up in the description. Also, I am looking at people like DKTK TV and Former Therapy, and I like both those channels a lot. And I also really enjoyed PD's podcast with Danny. I don't know how much you'll enjoy it because it's kind of behind the scenes. I thought it was really cool, and it's like just another community. And I'm trying to learn from those dudes because I respect them. Let's get into RM. I was gonna say Mono, but that's the playlist. Everything Goes. I'll tell you right now, immediately, this is the first track that's been different from the rest. Every other track seems like it could have flown into the next track. Like perhaps we just came from a whole nighttime of darkness or something, and this is a sunrise or something. This is like a new, to me musically, already this is a whole 180 from where we were in the other tracks. Oh, let me go back to the lyrics. So I'm gonna say that's probably the minor 4 chord in there. It's really not that clever in my head. I mean, it's clever for him, but as far as like people calling out chords, there's some things that tend to happen. That major with a minor sound, it might not be a minor 4 chord, but it doesn't matter. What does matter is that it's a lot of major sounds with one minor chord, and so it's kind of like we're out. The major's happy and the minor is sad, and so the major is winning out ratio-wise. Like we're breaking through the wall. His bass is different, and now we have this wind instrument. All right, the beat, it's the simplest beat so far. And of course, you have to assume that RM's got meaning for the beat. And I'm going to assume he knows it's simplistic. And I'm not talking about the track, just the doom, cha. I'm going to say that the doom, cha represents footsteps. Doom, ch, doom, ch. And we're like marching through our problems, or marching away from our previous battle. We had the battle, we survived, and now we're marching away. Ooh. So that background melody, that everything goes, everything, against that, it's to me, I don't know how everyone else talks about it, but like to me that's this like rolling downhill effect, like the it's like this momentum of rhythm. So even though we have a really simplistic undergroove, it's actually, the song is accelerating because of the bum, 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 bum. But the tempo is the same. The time is the same, but the feeling is that we are picking up momentum.
모든 것은 아파야만 해 세상을 낳고 숨을 훅 들이마셔봐 내 폐 안에 가득 들어찬 따가운 공기가 모든 걸 말해 그래 수없이 또 맞고 싶었던 나 파고 무뎌지던 오랜 시간들 바로 그 아래 everyday I pray 내가 좀 더 나은 어른이 될 수 있게 and everyday I stay 사람도 아픔도 언젠가는 죽기에 무뎌지려면 바람을 맞아
I had to stop on that line because that is huge. Let's go back one. It's huge to me. Because people and pain all die eventually. To me, that's that. I take it almost like a Buddhist mindset, which is that everything here will not be here. I'm not going to be here. You're not going to be here, which includes all of our problems and all of our struggles. Which doesn't actually diminish it. It doesn't mean your pain doesn't mean something. It doesn't mean that people don't mean something. It means that everything is temporary. And so you can kind of use that as a weapon, as a crutch, that my pain, there's no reason to get down by it because it is temporary. But you can flip it on people. See, on people, you could go negative and go, well, there's no reason to bond with people because they're temporary. We're all going to die. But you could flip it and say, no. It's doubly important that we make relationships and branch out and reach out to each other because we are temporary and, the relationships bring meaning to the temporalness of our existence.
언젠가는 죽기에 무뎌지려면 바람을 맞아 하잖아 꿈속에서는 영원할 수가 없잖아 힘내라 불면 말듯이 딱 그렇다 거짓말 듯이 그저 이 모든 바람 기는 이게
There's an awesome upper vocal. It's not. I don't think it's a harmony. It's just up an octave. It's like RM singing up that high. That's crazy. He's like in Jimin land. Well, of course, a beautiful track. Cancel, baby, cancel. But just something that was on my mind like 20 seconds ago, but I wanted to let the track play out, is how important troubles and temporary things are. And I wanted to go to, I think, a bigger level that we could all relate to, is RM, Namjoon is going through a thing. Right? And in response to that thing, he develops a response to it. He develops a set of music to it, a track, a playlist that a lot of y'all have resonate with you, which is what's brought me here, right? Is how much it's impacted you. It's impacted you so much that you're telling me, dude, you have to go listen to it. And I think that adds a lot of weight to temporary situations because in 2 years from now, this will be very much the past. In 10 years, 20 years, this is ancient, you know? And so even though Namjoon is going through or went through something that is really helpful to the rest of us, it's doubly helpful because it's recent. And so you kind of owe a debt of gratitude that his troubles were this recent. Because if his troubles had been 15 years ago or 20 years ago, you might not react that way to the music, and he might not have the same reaction. So it's like, as tragic as pain and suffering can be, when someone or a community rallies because of pain and suffering, then you get an immediate reaction, around people. Like, I feel like I'm stumbling on my words saying that, but like, when tragedies happen, people close to the tragedy will band together, they'll rally, and they'll support each other. And as time passes away from the tragedy, those bonds loosen up. So, everything is everything. It's like a stupid saying, but it's like the pain and the suffering help the regrowth and understanding, and I'm realizing that I cannot even really articulate a good expression. I'm just going to trust that if you are into RM, you already know what I'm saying. Yeah. All right. Let's go do a different track. Writing down notes with RM. Yeah. Yeah, bye.